Hey gamers, it's G from the corner, and it happened! It actually happened.
It happened.
It finally happened. Oh my god. I was like kind of losing faith a little bit there, not gonna lie. Just a smidge. I was like, it's still definitely happening. Like, everybody's not shutting up about this, so I feel like it's probably still gonna happen. But there was just that little part of me that was like, will it though? Will it?
I've lost full faith. Like I was tweeting like something like the day before, like it was released, it was announced, and I was like, oh god, what if Nintendo announces something today? And it was just like more Donkey Kong. I was like, okay, and it's not fucking happening, obviously, because if they're going to announce it, they're gonna say like, hey, tune in tomorrow for something new.
No, they're not, because that's the Nintendo of 2016. This Nintendo don't give a shit. This Nintendo wakes up, says, hey, here's a new console. Go buy Donkey Kong at Walmart now.
And now leave us alone, please. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck, dude?
1 week ago, I was like, will they announce the Switch 2 this week? I wonder. Now I'm waiting to find out if I'm going to get the fucking Willy Wonka golden ticket to go play the thing in Toronto next month, or in 2 months.
Oh my god. Well, let's talk about how we found out first. You know what? Because I know you actually like, woke up at like 8 a.m.
I woke up at 7:30. No.
7:30.
No, I woke up at 7 in the morning. I got up nice and early. I was like, you know what? If this happens, it happens. Otherwise, I'm going to go grab breakfast with some friends. And then immediately I'm bombarded by everybody saying that apparently it was happening at 8 a.m. We got together and we got very fucking lucky because it actually did indeed happen. And we were just absolutely like, we saw that video on our sub feeds and we're like, no, this isn't, no way. And like, yeah, then the reaction video settled. But you had a pretty funny story how you found out.
Yeah, so I didn't wake up at 7 a.m. because, you know, I like sleeping, and unlike this guy. But, 9:20, 9 whatever, I wake up, check my phone immediately, and I go on Twitter, just to see if I missed anything, any big news regarding, like, Nintendo or any other interest I have. And the first fucking tweet I see is Nate the Hate, a guy I don't even follow, by the way, that just, like, it was just a stock image of like the dude just like putting his arms back, relaxing. I'm like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? And I see the link that's like tweeted underneath that, or like it's retweeted. And I'm like, and I see like it's an update from Nintendo. I'm like, no fucking way, no fucking way are we doing? No, I don't believe it. Click on the link, still in disbelief. And then I see the Switch thing and being like, no. And then the trailer starts.
Yeah, and the trailer starts and it's just like, we're doing this.
Yep, it's happening.
Oh, it's happening.
It's fucking happening. Okay. What? How? Why? And
why did they do it the same day as Donkey Kong?
It's so weird.
Like, Nintendo, was it just for the unpredictability of it? Because it's actually really funny. Nintendo of America dropped the launch trailer for Donkey Kong Country Returns HD the day before the game came out. They have not done that for a single first-party release the entirety of the Switch era. That was what set me off. I was like, wait a minute, this is definitely still happening because that's literally pattern breaking, not something that they did years ago. No, like this is like first time in 7 years. Launch trailer isn't the day of the game's release. Why would they not have that trailer the day of the game's release?
I don't know, and I still don't really get it. Like, I honestly forgot the game came out. Like,
that was terrible. That really shouldn't have done. It's like Nintendo's been trying to push DK in the last month, but they've kind of done the opposite because everybody's just been talking about Switch 2. And they dropped the reveal of the console the same day Returns HD came out. I feel like that should be a death sentence, but
I don't know. It's hard to say how much Nintendo cares about because, like, we all know the fucking the theme park is
theme park. It's for the theme park. I knew it. I knew this was gonna happen 2 years ago.
So let's announce a game that came out. What, 15 years ago?
It's 15 years old now. Like, this
already got a fucking remaster.
This is an evergreen title. They're gonna market it on a Black Friday sale this holiday and be like, buy the Donkey Kong game. Woohoo!
Oh, for $10 off.
Yeah,
finally.
for $10. But who gives a shit about Returns HD? I can do the review on that anytime. The Switch 2 is real.
I know.
And it's like exactly like the leaks. Like, I didn't think it was gonna be that. Like, man, when I saw those pictures from fucking Genki last week, or a few weeks ago now, I was like, oh no, is that the Switch 2 Joy-Cons? But I was like, oh, there's no face buttons. It's probably going to look a little different. When I saw that damn sign pop out, I was like, oh my god, the leaks were 100% real. They are fucking angry.
Oh my god. It's just so wild because, I think we said this before. We'll say it again. Ever since September, we've seen, like, the leaks starting to show up. It's like, okay, we know it's soon. October. Okay, maybe they'll announce it the same day the Switch 1 was announced. No, okay, not that. November, before the fiscal fucking thing. No, let's get Alarm on instead. December, whatever.
December Game Awards, maybe.
Oh, yeah. They were
definitely at the Game Awards. Nintendo would totally go to that. But yeah, no. It was... I think what happened was that the execs sat down and they were like, okay, we could do the reveal after the holidays, but stuff's probably going to leak. And they weighed the options and they said, okay, how likely is the stuff really going to leak? And if they had done it, if they literally had done it at Game Awards or even the week after, they would have been perfectly fine. But everything, the floodgates were loose over Christmas. It was insane. Every day I was waking up to something new and I just wasn't real. I was like thinking, oh shit, this is the Switch 2. But not, oh, this is the Switch. It was one of those, this is real, but it's not like real. It's like, this is like, you know, an early mock-up of the system. No, that was like, oh shit, everything. The mouse functionality, that was there too. Oh no!
I well, like we think it's there at least. We saw the fucking mouse
racing around. I'm pretty sure they have flies.
So we keep saying, okay, we keep talking about how it before it got announced. Let's talk about the actual announcement, the actual reveal trailer. So do we think?
Let's cut to the chase. Was this a good reveal?
Yes and no. I think the leaks definitely did lessen the excitement a little because I was just like, oh. We seen that. Oh, the Joy-Cons are bigger. Who would have thought, oh, the fucking magnetic shit. That would have been really cool to see if it was on...
The mouse would have been crazy. Yeah. I would have been like, what the fuck?
It would have been like, oh, I was like, what are they doing? It's like, but it's that weird Nintendo shit where it's like, oh.
It would have been like, hell yeah, yeah. But it was leaked.
I know. And like, it did, like, the trailer was still cool, how like it upgraded the Switch, like, whoa, look how cool this, look how new and cool this is. But again, I was like, I was on my bed. I definitely woke up for the announcement. I was like, holy shit, okay, this is happening. I am not at all sleeping anymore. But like, I definitely was like, I don't want to say like disappointed. I'm just saying like, yeah, I saw everything coming until we saw the gameplay thing.
This was okay. Okay, I think this was a perfect reveal. I'm gonna be 100% honest. So like, look, the Switch 1 reveal had the console and a lot of games, but the issue was it was half reveals for like 5 different games, and then when the presentation came around, it was like, oh, there's these games, but we already kind of saw them, you know? Like, it's like, here's Odyssey, but we already saw Odyssey, right? I was like, you know, it'd be perfect if we saw just the bare minimum of games, but at least something, right? When Nate was saying that there was no software in this thing, or potentially no software, I was like, please. That sounds so right. Nintendo being like, oh, let's just show the hardware and tell people to go buy the Donkey Kong remaster. And I was thinking, watch the reaction. I'm like excited and giddy, like, oh my god, it's happening. And then by the time, we see the logo, all right, Switch 2, we're here, we're in it. Bro, when they
kept going.
and then it kept, and I'm like, I literally say, I guess they're not showing any games, and within 2 seconds, did we just see footage of Mario Kart 9?
Apparently, Mario Kart X, baby.
Mario Kart, whatever the Mario Kart title, not final.
But dude, I talked about this last week in our other discussion about the Switch 2. I was like, oh, maybe they'll do an announcement with the announcement reveal with what's it called, with Mario Kart Deluxe to get footage. Like, oh, look how much better this looks.
Yeah.
And we kind of got. Well,
no, we got Mario Kart 9. Holy fucking shit, dude! It was what did we say in the last video? We were in grade 5 when Mario Kart 8 came out. Oh my god, man! Oh my god, we're actually getting a new Mario Kart in like probably 6 months. Holy shit!
It's just so weird.
It looks so good. I don't know why Donkey Kong looks like that. They got 24 racers on the track at once. There's a weird McDonald's bag item that you can pick up with a smiley face. I don't know what that's about. I'm going to be honest. I think there's going to be like 8-player split screen in this game. I'm getting excited. I'm getting way too excited.
You know what? I will say, when I was watching the trailer at first, it took me a good like 2 or 3 seconds to be like, oh, it's Mario Kart 9. I saw the Mario Kart 8 and I was just like, is that Mario Kart 8? I was like, dude, okay, it's Mario Kart 8. And then like, I don't know how what registered in my mind. I was like, oh fuck, it's Mario Kart 9. Well, I was like, oh, that's not a track we've seen before. Yeah. Oh wait, that's 24 people. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh fuck. No, that is something new.
Yeah, no, literally, I was sitting there and I'm like the second that it flipped to game, I was like, okay, they're not. And then like the second they showed that, you saw me just like fall back and be like, oh my god. And just like go into a fit, like, what? Did that's real? New Mario Kart? Like, it's actually happening. Yeah. It's actually fucking happening. Oh my god. Oh my god!
It is nice. It is nice that we never got that leaked, at least.
Yes. See, that's the thing. All this hardware stuff got leaked, and in the moment, we're kind of thinking, oh, well, that's a little unfortunate. Like, oh, we saw the Joy-Con mouse and a few of the functionalities early, but dude. Like, the software's not going to leak like that. Hardware leaks like that because they've already been making this thing for the last 4 months, because it's probably not coming out. Spoiler alert for probably in like the next 5 minutes what we're going to talk about. It's probably not coming out too deep into the year. I don't think this is a holiday release.
Give or take, I know I was mentioning before, there was like, well, I was talking to you before, like, oh, the whole Seoul thing, or like the last day of like the demos thing is gonna be in June 2nd in Seoul, China, right? So like, oh, if it's gonna be announced and no, it's gonna be revealed like
the
released.
direct is April,
yeah,
and then they have these events. You don't go around the world for a marketing cycle like 6 months before launch, right? That doesn't sound right. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, so this is like the lead up to launch. Like the launch of the system is the weekend after these end, or maybe the weekend before these end. Like maybe the last one is happening when the system's out, but they have a bunch of other games on show floor anyway, so it's still like, it's still exciting new stuff.
It was weird. I remember the Switch 1, it was saying March 2017, and like most of the leaks I think or rumors are saying like, oh, late March, like March 27th, March 24th.
Yeah, people were kind of thinking that, but then it ended up being literally the first weekend of March, which I remember being pretty pumped about that. I was like, awesome. Oh, hell yeah. It's like, I was like, little old elementary school me was hoping to be playing the Switch 1 on March break. I was playing it 2 weeks before March break. Oh my god.
Yeah, but that was cool. But but regarding the last thing we talked about, if disappointment or not, I had some friends, like some online friends and some in real life friends that watched the trailer and they're like, yeah, it's cool, but I don't like. It's nothing. It's kind of like a nothing burger of a reveal. I'm like, nothing burger seems too far.
That's a bit too far, yeah. Like I feel like it's again people who are just like, the Switch 2 is gonna change the world, and then you see it, and it's like this is exactly what the leaks were, and it's just a Switch, right? In my mind, I'm looking at this, and I'm like, the next generation of Nintendo is here. God bless. We're gonna get Mario Kart 3D, Mario, Smash Bros. Animal Crossing, and Splatoon 4. I'm going to. Oh my god! Like in my mind, it's the potential, and the fact that all these big teams haven't done anything in a while, and this is what they've been working on. Clearly, they've been working on shit for this, and seeing Mario Kart, like,
yeah.
Whew!
I rewatching that trailer. It does look good, but I still feel like that might be like early. I don't want to say early game footage, but like it's like
I feel like here's the thing. It wasn't. Not only was it not full resolution, not only was the video only at 1080p, where I think the system will output 4K.
I think it's
docked. I think that's pretty much. There's even like some whatever. There's other evidence in like files of recent games that it shows that Nintendo's dev teams are experimenting. Whatever. Like that game, we saw like such a cropped, dusty, crusty bit of Mario Kart 9 footage. When we see the real thing in give or take 3 months, not even 3 months, 2 months in April, at this rate, when we see like the full reveal trailer, that's gonna look like we're gonna be sitting there like, look, man, I think I said this in my little immediate thoughts video. But if you kind of look closely, you realize, wait a minute, 24 players at once. Wait a minute, the models looked a lot rounder and smoother, less polygonal. You actually go back and look at Mario Kart 8's models, they're a lot crustier than you remember. Not like crusty, but if you compare like even the blurry footage of Donkey Kong to what he looked like in Mario Kart 8, you'll be like, oh, there's a bit of an improvement here.
It's
there's a bit of, I want to, dare I say it, there's more soul in these new designs, in this lighting under these engines. You look at the audience, no 2D audience PNGs, all new models, all doing new expressive animations. You look at how big the track is, how it just looks so. I mean, 24 massive.
Players, it just like the idea of that is like, oh fuck. That's a lot of fucking people on one screen.
Items on one time.
Oh my god, I love the memes saying like Baby Park and 24
Baby
players.
Park and 24 please.
But like, it's first of all crazy that we got that much from like a good 5 seconds. But I do think it might be a little bit of a Luigi's Mansion 3 situation. Cause remember when that game was first announced? Yeah, when that game was first announced,
it looked like ass, and then out the best looking game on the Switch.
Honest to God,
Speaking of next level, it's another team. When are we going to see what they're working on? Oh my god, it's going to look amazing. Probably Mansion 4, and I mean I'm guessing that's going to be out soon because their usual turnaround time is 3 years, and shitty ass Strikers Battle League came out 3 years ago.
Oh, I forgot they've made Strikers.
So yeah, their next game's probably due to come out any day now, but yeah, no, like, oh my god.
Just because Mansion 4 just sold like a bunch of copies. But then, aside from that though, what else is there to talk about right now?
Like, it's just, in my, like, again, you look at those, like, people are like, I don't know, everybody's reaction to this has been really weird. Like, I feel like I'm not one of the few, like, I feel like a lot of people kind of know the vision and are like, this was amazing because we're finally on the track. Like, it's not like we're sitting here like, oh, when are they going to announce the Switch 2 and when are we going to know what's going on? No, they have announced the Switch 2. They haven't, like, this is it. We're in a post. There's no more of this fucking rumor. What week is it going to? No, it's been announced. It's happened. And we're not even in a, well, when are we going to hear more? They just said, bam, direct April 2nd. That's when you're going to find out everything. That's when you're going to see software. And we're doing a ton of events. And that immediately tells me, oh, we're going to be playing this thing in 6 months.
I think, no, it makes the most sense, because I'm thinking about the timeline of Switch 1 reveal. Okay, October, it wasn't announced, and then...
Late October.
like October like 7th, 20th.
October 20th. Yep, late
My
October.
bad, yeah. And then on the day though, they said like, okay, their Switch presentation on January 3rd or January
13th, or 12th or 13th. Did they say the day of? I feel like it was a few days or weeks later. I don't remember exactly when, but I don't. Maybe it was at the time. I don't know.
I don't know. I thought it was the day of. Maybe I'm just misremembering.
You know what? It was either the day of, or maybe, I guess, probably at their investor meeting or something. Like, maybe that's why. I remember hearing about it on a random day in, like, November or something. But I don't know.
Maybe you're right. And then March, and then they always said March release date for sure.
They had said March release date, like, ages ago.
It was weird. It was strange that we didn't get a release date here. We said 2025, which we obviously know, but, like, I thought sort of like summer 2025. Or
I would have liked that. Yeah, I feel like
it's where we didn't get. That.
That's what's tripping me up. Like, oh, what if this is September? And I'm like, please don't say September, man. I want this thing now. I want my shit. Here's the thing. I feel like the next few weeks are going to be very pivotal in us figuring out if the Switch 2 is coming out. Because I think right now, hard lock, late June, early July, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I think more so July now, that knowing that the fucking events and shit, but like maybe they'll do a 180. It's like, oh, here's you're playing the Switch 2 demo right now. Also, by the way, it comes out in 2 weeks. But
what if at the Switch 2 Direct on April 2nd, what if they say, oh, when's it coming out? It's out now. We pull a Sega Saturn,
and he's like, "Go, get out, get out of here!"
Everybody fucking like scrambling. All right.
Again, horrible marketing plan. Knowing Nintendo,
they don't get. Like, think about it though. Well, okay, that's the thing that is making me think. Why would it be coming out late next year? If they're planning on selling, if apparently they're selling 20 million of these things by the end of the calendar year. Like, it's got to be out soon. If they are planning on selling 20 mil, and they started manufacturing back in October, like, that's early, considering they didn't do the reveal until, like, right now. Like, they're ready to go.
They're probably, yeah, they probably are, but, like, maybe it's just the fact that, because you remember this whole, like, the Switch 1, like, you can barely find it for the first, like, couple months.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. Yeah.
Maybe they're already preparing, like, okay, let's get, like, 20 million of these, like, out of the gate. Or something, and then we'll get like the quality wise won't be an issue.
Yeah.
If they're all going to release it in the holiday, but summer does make more sense thinking about it, and like just like how Nintendo just doesn't like releasing like holiday consoles anymore.
I mean, like, unless they're like expansions, like I don't know, they like to have they like to be on their own. Right? Like, the Switch OLED and Lite were not direct competitors to anything. They were just more Switches that are just, like, on the market now.
Yeah.
But this is clearly something they want to have all the attention to themselves on. I was ready to be like, it's coming out early or mid-June, but I'm like, they're not going to do it during Summer Games Fest because then that takes attention away. But Summer Games Fest is definitely going to be full of companies announcing games coming to Switch, too. That's for sure.
Yeah. Maybe I saw a leak that it was, like, the only reason why Nintendo announced it now was so, like, third parties can, like, announce their games for it.
Possibly.
Was that real? Is that true?
You know what? We'll find out at the Xbox Direct.
Oh my god. No,
could you imagine? Doom the Dark Ages is coming to Switch 2, by the way. Oh my god, that'd be hilarious. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? That's another thing with like third parties and such. Like, I feel like there's been a lot of chatter about third parties like having. I mean, this has been the case forever, but I feel like especially in the weeks leading up, like Nate was saying some crazy stuff. Like apparently the Master Chief Collection and Microsoft Flight Simulator are coming to Switch 2. 7 Remake is coming to Switch 2 this year, and 7 Rebirth is coming to Switch 2 next year. Possibly Square trying to be like, we don't want exclusives anymore. We're gonna get the first 2 parts out on the systems like this year and next year, and then maybe 2027 they're ready to release part 3, and that comes out everything day and day. I don't know. It's just it's exciting because like, okay, like this is gonna fucking be powerful. It's actually gonna be like on the level, not like, okay, PS4 Pro level, I'm guessing, right? Like that's what people are saying.
Yeah, that's what the leaks were saying, and that's what like I'm happy. I'm happy with PS4 levels, but PS4 Pro that's amazing. That's fucking
incredible.
Amazing.
That is literally they will get every third party release aside from like GTA 6.
Yeah,
and even then Rockstar will probably be like, we can like rework this game.
Maybe if like, well, give or take, we don't. I know people they were saying like we might make the game $100, and which is like
that was analysts hoping that they made the game $100.
Oh, what?
That was like it was executive speak trying to be like it was like a Ubisoft. Basically, probably was they didn't say it outright, but it was probably like a Ubisoft executive and other people from companies like that being like, oh, we really hope this game's $100 because then we could start charging $100 for our games because they're not making any money. I made a whole tweet being like, it's a garbage short term. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. They're not gonna upcharge. They're not gonna go from that $70 increase to a $30 increase. It's not happening.
You're completely right. We don't. That's GTA 6. We're talking about the Switch.
The Switch 2.
What else did you gather? What else did you want to?
You know, is it an OLED screen?
OLED screen?
Is it an OLED screen? They didn't really make a big deal about the screen, so I feel like it's not, right?
I feel like it's not, and I don't really care either way. If it looks good, it looks good.
It's got to be like 1080p at least for now, right?
I would say
yeah,
so.
Because at this point, the mouse. I'm so excited to see the mouse.
Mario Paint 2.
Mario Paint 2, baby. So like, what do you think the first year looks like then? So like, okay, we're not gonna go too deep into like actual like Switch 2 direct predictions because that's we got time. We can chill. We can rest easy, okay? I feel like the system is going to launch in the summer unless, like, Nintendo shows up with a Switch 1 Direct and announces, like, the next 7 months of Switch games, and I'm like, okay, they're not going to drop Mario Kart in the Switch 2 before September or something.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, I'll say this, assuming that it comes out in June or July, right? Mm-hmm. I think it will release with a new Mario Kart. Mm-hmm. As crazy that it sounds, because it's just, like, the announcement window to, like, the fucking launch date. Insane, but I guess
we've seen it. It's a game that exists in the ether. It makes sense to be the launch title.
Yeah. I think Elden Ring will come out with it as well.
Yeah.
And maybe as like a fuck you guys, look how good this game will run. Here's Breath of the Wild remastered.
Man, I still think that's happening this year. If it happens, I still think it's this year, and I think it's this year's Zelda game. I don't know if it's at launch. I feel like actual launch day. I expect Mario Kart and a casual game. Honestly, I'm still holding on to my Switch Sports 2 prediction.
That one makes sense. That one makes a lot of sense. Because I'm trying
curling with the mouse.
Oh my fucking god. Well, like, I can announce, like, there's nothing sports-wise, just fucking moving your hand. But, like, I see the vision. You
see the vision, okay? And I think Nintendo sees the vision, and they're like, this guy needs to shut up right now before he spoils our entire launch year.
Oh my god. Okay, and then if that comes out in the summer, then, like, September... Fuck, what's come out in September?
Because my mindset right now, I'm thinking Legends is coming out first half of the year because there's been TCG stuff that's pointing towards like that coming out in May now, which is crazy because we still haven't seen that. And then Prime 4, I feel like if the Switch 2's out in the summer, Prime 4 launches after the Switch 2 comes out.
I think that's okay. Maybe Prime 4 will come out in in fallish.
Yeah.
And then. Fuck, do I say 3 Mario?
Yes!
No,
yes, you do.
So
Come
weird.
on! Come on!
So
this
weird.
Is the year. This is the year. We're gonna get Mario Kart, Metroid, Pokemon, and 3D Mario this year.
That's a god.
And that is what's happening. There is no questions. What has EVD8 been doing for the last 8 years? Tell me, man.
Mario Odyssey 2.
Mario.
Well, I didn't see the fucking rumors of that. I'm like, wait, I don't want to go into that much, but like, what the fuck?
Has there been rumors about Mario Odyssey 2?
I seen something about like leaks or something like, I'm just like, why? And then they said Mario Odyssey 2 and a new 3D Mario, and I was like, no fucking way.
I don't think that's. I don't know if that's the one thing that I've kind of hated about everything being right is that now I'm seeing my friends and a bunch of people just post the most random ass Switch 2 Reddit rumors and be like, guys, this could be legit, and I'm like, no. No, those were hardware leaks from the factory. They don't know that Zelda's coming out this year. Like, no.
They're fucking like making the Switch 2 and like the employees are like, yo, what if Odyssey 2 comes out? It's like, that'd be crazy, man. That's it. And then they just take that as fucking fact. But I don't know. That's already a godlike year right there. Maybe ARMS 2 if you want to throw that shit in there.
Yeah, I know. Let's throw something else. I think something smaller, not that specifically, but like something smaller, new IP maybe as well.
That'd be awesome.
That's the one thing I really haven't been thinking much about. We're definitely going to see new IP at that Switch 2 Direct.
I would say so. Just like something that takes advantage of something. Like maybe it'll take advantage of the mouse shit. I get.
Yeah, literally in my mind, I'm like any new IP from Nintendo will either show off new gimmick or in this case be a spec show, a technical showcase. Because again, this thing's gonna, dude. When Monolith Soft gets their hands on this tech,
oh my god,
like
my lord.
It's literally gonna look better than like the best looking fucking shit on. Like it'll make FromSoft games look like Switch games.
Dude,
I'm not even kidding, bro. No, Monolith is like crazy. The amount of shit they've been able to do. They made fucking 2 massive JRPGs and then remade 2 massive JRPGs and have provided support work for every single first-party Nintendo release.
I honestly, I would say I would say like these announcements, they might be announced at the Switch presentation, but I think like Smash or like Splatoon 4 isn't something until like 2026.
Dude, yeah, I think those are ways. Yeah, like I think presentation probably gets you to the end of the year. At first, I was thinking presentation gets you to the first year.
Yeah.
But like the more I think about it, the more I'm like, they won't reveal 2026 games at the presentation unless they want to be like, here's one more thing, and it's like Smash Bros or Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing. That's like that might be a goal for this one, just because like. You know, the fucking update stopped in like 2020.
Yeah, 21.
22.
Yeah, so that team is the same team that does Splatoon, and you know, people say that like, oh man, there was such a big gap between New Leaf and New Horizons, but that was really just because they made 2 whole Splatoon games.
Yeah, honestly I forgot that they were made by the same team, so
Splatoon 2 happened, and now they probably are ready for Animal Crossing. I feel like Animal Crossing is going to be a lot earlier than it was last time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It took till we hit the 3-year anniversary for Animal Crossing on Switch 1. Switch 2 though, I think it's right away. Right away. But maybe not. I don't know if it's like right. Like it's not. Some people think it's a launch title, and I'm like, okay, hold your horses. Do you think that's possible?
No, I don't think so. I will say, no, I think Animal Crossing, they had to save something for next year, because remember the Switch 1? I don't know if they learned from their mistakes, but other than fucking, what was it? Other than Smash.
Year 2 was terrible. I was just having this conversation with my other friends yesterday. Year 2 of the Switch 1 was such a dry year. Like, everything was either a Wii U port, an underwhelming game that probably got a better entry in said series later down the road, and Smash Brothers. It was all it was all lead up to Smash Brothers. Something would come out, I think it'd be good. It was shit. So then Smash Brothers, but it's okay because we're getting Smash Brothers, and Smash Brothers was good, but it came out in the last 4 weeks of the year.
Exactly. You know, but like the thing is, it's such a big IP. Like it did carry something. It did carry for a lot of. In terms of lots of stuff. But I was regarding that Switch presentation in April, though. Don't forget, most of the games that was announced in the Switch presentation, like in 2017, I was like, oh, these are not coming out this year. Xenoblade and Mario Odyssey, no.
Yeah, man, remember that?
They can get delayed.
Remember how people kept saying Xenoblade was going to get delayed into 2018?
Because it made sense.
Because you know what? Because we were just so used to it from Nintendo and everybody. Big RPGs just don't come out on time. Like, remember when FF7 Remake got announced 5 years before it came out? Like, this shit just doesn't work.
Yeah,
and here comes Monolith being like, oh, here's a Xenoblade 2. It's out in, like, a year, and everybody's like, what? And then they were like, here's Xenoblade 3. It's out in 7 months. Oh, wait, we finished it quicker. It's actually out in 5 months. That was, like, come the fuck on.
It's odd. Like
Nintendo's crazy, bro.
They definitely changed a lot of their fucking, like, you know, like, announcements or launch dates in the Switch year, except for Metroid Prime 4. It's Metroid Prime 4, which, you know.
That was an unfortunate situation. But literally this year is going to blow every single year. This is going to be the best year for Nintendo in, like...
If we get 3D Mario...
Ever? Like,
if we get 3D Mario and 3D... And
3D Mario, and Mario Kart, Pokemon, Prime 4. That alone is like, holy shit. And then all the other stuff, all the smaller things, you know. As much as people are like, Switch 1, whatever, out the door... You know, it's still Nintendo games.
Dude, it hits every single game. It hits, like, the casual audience with, you know, Pokemon, whatever. It hits the, like, single-player big open-scope thing with Metroid Prime 4. It hits the 3D Marios of just being like, holy shit, this is the monumental experience. And it hits the
Mario Kart, the fucking game that you're going to keep playing forever with your friends. That being the launch title, as much as I didn't predict it because I was like, no, it'll be Switch Sports and 3D Mario because that's normal. Nintendo is literally just sitting here and saying... We're going to make the launch game the game that everybody... Like, we're going to do what Wii Sports was to the Wii, where that was the game everybody had to own because it was this insane experience. This is the game, like, out the gate, hey, you have to fucking buy this game. Why? It's Mario Kart. You're going to play the new Mario Kart, right?
Yeah, it'll be the Mario Kart you're going to be playing for the next 15 years, by the way.
Oh, God. It's got to get tons of DLC support, right? Like, I'm thinking,
100%.
like, 3-4 years of support for sure.
I don't know. That kind of leads into like we can make a whole video about Mario Kart 9 because
for sure.
There's some lot of stuff to talk about there. But like, God, like it's the idea of the fucking it's coming out. It's coming out. I'm stoked. I'm so glad I was wrong last week. And Nate the Hate, a guy that I barely... You just kept telling, like, oh, Nate the Hate said this. I'm like, bro, who the fuck is this guy, okay?
He's a homie, man. He's a goat, you know? He knows what he's talking about.
He's the Emily Rogers of today.
He's the Emily Rogers of today. That's a good way of putting it. Oh, my God, man. I want to hold these damn things. They're bigger than the old Joy-Con. The Joy-Cons are tiny. God. I'm looking at them across the room right now. The Joy-Cons are like puny, but I saw that little extra inch. I'm like, I just want to, like, it might be comfortable, actually.
And exactly. And like, when I saw the buttons of the Switch 2 control, I'm like, oh, why did they do that shit with the Switch 1? Holy fuck, they look actually clickable now.
They do.
What the hell, dude?
The new, like, straps are actually just, like, they look like Dyson fans.
I feel like they'll make other straps as well, like a more like traditional one.
Yeah, I think those ones are more so designed because, like, to avoid scratch. The main purpose seems to be don't scratch it on flat surface when using the mouse.
Yeah, which is like, yeah, exactly, which, you know, you would need.
Yeah, it's like that, I guess, so the sensor can get through, and it's not actually making, like, cover SLSR buttons.
Well, and I saw the whole thing of people saying like, oh, the default Switch is gonna be the default Switch 2 is gonna be just gray, which, like, no, I feel like there's still like a lot of time for them to, like, for doing the Switch 2 presentation. There might be like, here's one with the red and blue Joy-Cons.
Man, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, you know what? The one thing that I don't get, why is the inside of the system red and blue?
I don't know.
That's really, I don't like that. Like, that's not the...
Maybe to signify the different, like, which Joy-Con goes where.
Why are we still doing the left red and blue thing? I kind of, honestly, I think this would have been perfect if it was, like, black with the red accent. Because red is Nintendo's color, you know?
Oh, you're right, yeah.
Right? Like, so red is Nintendo's color, and they just really haven't been, like, taking that into account with their consoles, which is fine. It's fine, I don't care. But it's like, you know, I feel like since we're settling into this kind of homogenous groove right now, like, we're not really, like, they're probably going to experiment at some point. I feel like they could have put some red into this design, you know? Like, Microsoft has a green highlight on the Xbox with, I think, the inner light on the series. And, like, the PlayStation's power, when it's powered on, it's got the blue light. So, I don't know. I would have kind of hoped for a bit of red. But it's, you know what? It's whatever.
I mean, they haven't even done red shit until before, like... Have they, like, what, just since the 3DS?
Yeah, Nintendo's logo was always used to be red, and then come the Wii era, they changed it to gray.
Yeah.
And then come the Switch era, they changed it to white on a red background.
It's like,
specifically white on a red background.
They've been on that simplistic logo shit for, like, their entire whatever. Yeah. Okay, with that all said, we kind of getting off topic now.
All right, let's just wrap on, like, the thing that everybody won't shut up about. Guys, where's the whimsy? Is Nintendo just trash now?
Oh, they're boring.
They did the thing that we wanted them to do instead of some stupid shit that we didn't want to buy. Oh man, I hate Nintendo now.
I don't understand those complaints at all. Yeah, first off, they gave us the thing we wanted and we're still disappointed. Who would, like, what the fuck? And also, you don't find that mouse shit, like, whimsy as shit, man?
That shit's funny, bro. The games are gonna be fun as fuck, man. Nintendo's software output in the last, like, 4 years has been, like, amazing.
Like, I'm sorry we don't have a fucking screen apart from the actual TV. Oh, look at all, like, that, you know.
You want it to actually be 2 screens? Like, is that what you fucking wanted? Like...
I don't get it. Like people, they just find something to complain about, just to complain about, and... I'm satisfied. I do admit that the trailer itself is, like, not the coolest hype thing ever, like I was for Switch 1, but I'm like, it's what I wanted.
Yeah, no, exactly, right? Like, it's not like I wanted to be blown away because I want to see the soft. Like, here's the thing. This entire me getting excited for the Switch 2, the last, like, I think there's, like, at least 22 videos on the corner now that are just about the Switch 2. This entire path has really just been a means to an end. I love new hardware because the new hardware from Nintendo represents new software that's exciting, right? Mm-hmm. Like, we hit that point with the Switch where it's like, oh, the big dogs are done with it. The big dogs have jumped ship to the next console, and I want to see that console because I want to see what the big dogs are working on.
Exactly.
Right? I want to see the next Mario, Animal Crossing, and Smash Brothers, right?
Uh-huh.
And those are going to be on the Switch too. And that's why it's, like, so exciting to finally have seen this thing. And it's like, yeah, it's just the Switch again, but this is the one time where that was needed more than anything. Nintendo is generations behind spec-wise.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's ridiculous how they've managed to last this long. But then again, everybody who's currently top of the line is just kind of running out of excuses to get people to upgrade. So... like, I totally get why they're doing this. Next time, I don't know, how would we feel in, like, 8 years?
That's a topic for another day, because I'm like, I don't know if we're just like an iPhone thing at this point, where it's like, okay, here's a Switch 3, now, okay, I don't want to think about it right now.
Yeah, that's too far from
now. Like,
now.
that's literally, like, 2031.
2032 or something.
Yeah, like, this is we're getting the Switch 2.
We're getting the Switch 2. It's gonna have Mario Kart on it.
I know.
They showed Mario Kart.
A new Mario Kart, not the
one
we've been
one!
playing since grade 5.
New Mario Kart, and it's coming out soon. We're gonna play it soon. We're gonna have so much more to talk about. I'm excited. Are you excited?
I'm hella excited. Okay.
All right.
With that said, take it away.
Yeah, keep yourselves cornered for more on Nintendo and the Switch too, and other gaming things. Where can they find you?
I'm still the glass half full, where I still talk about games, give or take. When there's, we'll see what happens next month.
Yeah, exactly.
but this has me excited. This has me excited like I haven't been excited for like a while now.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, but yeah, that'll do it. You guys have yourselves a good one, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye-bye.